Good morning, Media Makeup fans. Kay, it's day 3 in New Zealand Fashion Week, and I've been having the best time. My Talicia designs have been going off. Remix has been taking the most amazing cover shots of us. Got to get down there for Fashion Week, and it is awesome. So today, this is the makeup that I'm going to be rocking because I'm wearing a blue outfit. It's from the same color palette, but I want it to pop a little bit. So I've cleansed, toned, moisturized my skin, put a bit of primer on, and I've popped a little bit of eye drops in just because we're getting lots of photos taken. Pop my hair into a simple ponytail because my dress is actually backless, and we've foundation, concealed, and put our powder on. So one of the first things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be popping a little bit of the MAC Painterly onto my eyes using my ring finger. We just use a tiny little bit and we just spread it over the entire eyelid. This just gives it a nice clean palette. It's got a velvety texture to it, and it just, you could wear it by itself. Honestly, it's beautiful, and it's just gonna help keep my eyeshadow on all day so that I don't have to worry about touching up when I'm running from show to show. So we're grabbing a MAC 217 brush, one of the favorite brushes, and I'm also using, for my eyeshadow, I'm using a Jane Iredale. It is a loose powder, and it is called Lilac. Okay, and we're also using the quad from MAC, and this has got 4 in it: Mink Pink, Bruised, Plum, Black Tulip, and Jungle Moon. It's just a good all-round colour palette, and I use it quite a bit, especially with brown eyes. Purple makes your colour pop. So let's take our any old fluffy brush, using the lightest colour. I am popping that colour all over this top area of my eye, not bothering to go down into the bottom area. And then I'm grabbing a nice flat brush. This is just one of the Mita, I think they pronounce it, M-I-T-A, from the chemist. It's just nice and flat. I like it. And see how the product is loose? I'm just going to grab some of that product and tap it into the lid because I have more control over the lid rather than dropping the whole loose powder on the floor, which has happened before. And then we just press that product in there, and I'm pressing. Now this is a really pretty iridescent colour, and this dress I'm wearing, it's got a couple of frills around the hips, and you know, the frills on the shoulders, so it's kind of a Audrey Hepburn little black dress cut. So that's why I'm keeping everything nice and clean. You can still do the Audrey and be a little bit extroverted. So I'm grabbing another fluffy brush, and I want to grab, this is a Jane Iredale point brush, and I'm going for this medium colour here and into the contour line so I can show you where the product is going. Okay, up to the outside edge of my eye. Okay, can we all see that, where that's going? So once I've got that on there, and I know that it's on there, you could probably just layer it a little bit more, make sure that it's got enough depth. Don't be scared of putting dark colours on your eyes. As long as you know where the colour's going, you should be fine. So taking that colour there, so that's a precise brush. Then we just use the fluffy brush to then blend this outside edge here. I'm not going into the area on my eyelid, and because I have this big fat chubby area here, I can afford to take that product up quite far. Now if you don't have much room there, then you just stick to your little detailed point brushes. You can get really small fluffy brushes, and those are the ones that you work with. Stay away from the big brushes. Okay, how's that looking? Now the other thing that I'm going to do, because of my bone structure, just going to take it into the bridge of the nose a bit. See how that completely changes my face? It just makes it pop, and it's really light. Like if you look at it, you can hardly see any colour there, but when you turn that way, it just changes my face completely, and I love it. Get our original brush on our Mink Pink and make sure that that is all nice and blended. Now, I haven't done my eyebrows. I want quite a strong look through this. See how I've made it quite strong? So let's just take that up there. But this is my concealer brush. There, line. And I want it to be quite a straight line. Here we go. And let's just blend this area a little bit more. Can you see that line there? That's what I'm trying to blend out. Yes, it's very detailed, I know, but it makes for a flawless application. Now, I have forgotten to do my eyebrows. How good I am. I love eyebrows. Just got a little bit of eyebrow gel, and we're pushing the product through. It's really important to actually do your eyebrows first because they frame your eyes. And today I'm actually doing quite a strong eyebrow look. I've got my slant brush and my favourite bark from L'Oreal. And I've wet the brush because I want a strong line. Now I'm going to go underneath first and create a really solid straight line. And now I'm going to go up to the top. You can dot it all the way through. And I'm going to keep it quite solid here and not extend it too much because I quite like it a little bit short today. And I'm going to go back and make sure that this top line is kind of boxy. This whole area here I want to be quite boxy and boyish and strong. See how that is? And possibly quite low. I'm actually not going to push my eyebrows up today because I do want that boxy, strong sort of look. Now, I also am going to go back to get my point brush, and I'm using the darkest colour in the palette, and just going to pop a bit in this area here, just up to the middle of the pupil, just to create a fourth colour and a bit of depth. And it's these little techniques as far as the layering goes which will make quite a big difference to your makeup application. Let's just clean that up a little bit. Keep it nice and strong. Now the last thing that we want to do with our makeup application is get our original Jane Iredale loose powder and just go over the top and clean that area up. And there we go. Super duper happy. Now just make sure that we don't have any fallout, keeping it nice and clean. Next we are using a purple product called Permaplum. This is a MAC eyeliner, and if you don't use these coloured ones very often, so make sure that you sharpen them. You can heat them up on the back of your hand. The warmth will mount the eyeliner or the lipstick and help you to put it on easier when it's warm. So little dots all the way through up to the outside edge of the eye, so which is there. It's nice to change it up a little bit from the blacks and the browns. Now I also have Minted. Okay, that's a nice green colour. That's also MAC, and I'm going to heat it up into this area here. Now I'm an old colour blocker from way back, but I tend to use so we're going from the inside and joining it up, and then we're just going to go into the waterline. And I use these because it helps the colour to pop. And you could also use a purple mascara, or a green mascara would look super cool. If I was going to a party or clubbing, then that's what I would do. So can you see there how that just makes it pop a little bit more? So let's find our point brush with our darkest colour, and blend this edge out. There we go, simple as that. Now I'm going to be using a lovely Bobbi Brown mascara in black that I scored in one of the goodie bags at Fashion Week. Starting at the roots, wiggle the product all the way up to the fine ends of the lashes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. And on the bottom also. Now you could put some eyeliner on the top of your lids if you have small eyes, or you want to, you know, you're perhaps Asian and you want to change the shape of your eye a little bit. It's personal preference. For the sake of it, I'm just going to keep it nice and clean today because I think that the green is enough for my eyes to work. And you could do this in any colour. Blue with orange in the middle, you know, it's all complementary colours. Now, next we are going to be getting our lip liner, and I'm using a Jane Iredale, and it is in Spice. This is one of your staple colours for your kit. From the outside edge in, from outside edge inwards. In to the out to the in, sorry. Little dots. And fill it in. So everybody has to have one of these Spice colours in their kit because they are a staple colour. So grabbing a nice flat lip liner, and I'm using a tinted balm from Y.S.L. Okay, popping a little bit. Here we go. Stretch your lips out. Get in between all those cracks. Okay, easy as that. Nice tinted balm. Don't always have to use a lipstick. Now, the next thing I am going to be doing is our blusher, and this is a ambering rose. Okay, it's got a little bit of iridescent in it, as you can see. Ambering rose. Taking my blusher brush, using the end of it, do the Cabbage Patch Doll from middle of the pupil up, and I'm just doing a line. It's kind of 80s, okay? So really strong contour line right there. That's all I'm doing. And then next I'm going to be using a MAC, it's called Fancy Ray, and it is a cream blusher. Now the thing with these cream blushes, right, they're sticky. Put it on my finger, smile, and I'm going into the apple of the cheek. You can also use a lipstick to do this technique. You don't need to have a separate cream blusher. I'm sure there's a difference somewhere, but when it comes to spending money on products and you're only using, you know, that red or that purple for one night, your lipstick will suffice. It's a tip for you guys. Okay, and now I'm just going to be using a fixer spray. This one's a MAC one, but they come in all sorts of brands. The Body Shop, Bobbi Brown, Lancome, L'Oreal, you name it, they've all got one. And it's about 20 centimetres away. And we undo the lid first and just spray the product on. And you can see there's a little bit of dampness. I think I need some more there. Smells great, and it's just going to fix everything in place. Okay, so can we see how that all works? Alright, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I've got to get going, get down to Fashion Week and watch the Salasy show, and I'd like you to join me on www.mediamakeup1.com or Bianca Fallon 1 on Twitter. You guys have a great day. Ka kite anō.